Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
Master amongst hammer sages, the king of the ring himself. But your boy Thicky Smalls, Gerard Michaels, in the house. Well done. Handled well.
That was beautiful.
What's up, people? It's Slick and Thick. We're back. And I know you're used to hearing Gerard's voice, but we got him. Don't worry. He's just here over Zoom. Gerard, say hello.
Hello.
There's Big G. He's here over Zoom. And in his place, we've equaled his weight. We have got 3 people with us right now, so we're going to be good, all right? First, starting off, we got Good End Ben right here. We got Good End Ben.
What's up, everybody?
A.K.A. Sugar Baby Ben, all right? We're going to get into that, don't you worry. And then we're joined again, by popular demand, the 2 Spartans. We got Christos, the Spartan Giagos, and we got Antonio, the Spartan Caruso.
Yo.
Who's got a big fight coming up in Alaska.
Yes,
Huh?
sir, man. Yeah.
Fighting for a title out in Alaska.
Rocky 4 style, man. We're going straight in, man. You know, I can't
Hell
wait
yeah.
for it.
Boys are going to take a little trip.
Yes, sir.
I hear it's going to be snowing already.
Well, I'd say in Alaska it snows all year round. That's my thoughts.
That's what you assumed?
That's
assumed
what I thought,
I
too.
assumed it was going to be like fall weather. Like we were going to, you know what I mean, break out like maybe like a jacket, like something like this. Nah, they said there's going to be like snow on the ground first week of October.
And we got the Northern Lights too to go check
Ooh,
out.
that's
gonna
be
sick.
Excited for that, huh?
Yeah, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah,
for
it's going to
sure.
be tight. Yeah, it's going to be cool. G, where you at? Tell the people why you're not here in person with us.
I'm in Dallas, Texas. Just got done shooting Normal World and the Blaze Holiday Special for their Halloween special. I think you guys are going to love it. And then I got a show this weekend at the Arlington Music Hall with the great Caroline Miljavic. So
What's going on? We got bunk
big
beds
weekend
back there.
Dallas.
Oh, that's
We got
right.
bunk beds. Hey, let's go back to G. We got bunk beds.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Dang.
Damn.
Yeah, we're doing it big, guys.
You doing top? Yeah, you on the top bunk?
Hey, as long as there's no one underneath, it's a huge liability.
No. It's you got to live dangerously, man. You got to live dangerously.
Listen, I'm a
Went to
bottom
Cowboy
bunk.
bar last night, man.
I'm a bottom bunk kind of guy. But if me and G are in bunk beds, first of all, I'm definitely gonna have my earplugs in because the kid snores like a fucking, I don't like a sawing logs, you know, like a train. You know what I mean? But for you, G, I would take the top bunk.
Hey, attaboy.
It has nothing to do with my safety. It's good for you, for your convenience, buddy.
He's a nice
It's all
guy.
love. You know what I'm
Luckily
saying?
for you, I'm a power bottom, Nick, so it'll work out better.
All right, maybe I'll sleep on the couch.
I didn't know.
I was at I got to give a huge shout out to Cowboy Red River, one of the coolest
that?
bars I've ever been to out in Dallas last night. You know, I've been giving Nancy a lot of shit because Dallas thinks it's a really cool city, but it's kind of not. But I got to tell you, this place was everything you could think about. The ugliest woman in the place was a 9.5. The place
Come
was
on.
outrageous.
For real?
Dude. And
Are they just all on
there?
their periods? Is that why it's called Red
yeah.
River?
That's right. Yeah.
They all synced up.
Not a condom in sight, buddy. You just let it fly wherever you get in, where you fit
Hey.
in, and you know.
Now, you know the
get
saying,
out when you're good and ready.
Hey,
Christo.
G, you know the
But
saying.
speaking of,
I don't think G can hear us that well.
I just want to
might be
add,
a delay.
I just want to add
Yeah, it might
quickly
be
to
a
that
delay.
Red River comment. In Australia, we say when the river's red, take the dirt road instead. All right, that's just a bit of advice for all the young men out there.
I mean, what? Don't be a pussy. You can run a red light every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a
bruh.
fucking baby. What?
Nah, I don't do that
You don't-
shit. I don't get
what?
dirty. I don't even go no anal, bro. Nah.
What the fuck? I didn't realize we had a Puritan here. You, a savage like
I
you.
tried it once and that was done after that,
It's
bro.
the smell for me, man. I don't like.
Oh,
I don't
what?
like
It smells like pennies. Grow up.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not the
Pennies,
biggest
bro.
fan.
I don't know who you're rooting.
I've tried it, but I'm not the biggest fan.
Yeah.
What?
And we're Greek. We're Greek as well.
yeah.
Gerard, talk some
got
sense
my
to
Red
these
Wings.
people here.
I got my Red Wings.
No, I got them too. I've done it. I'd rather
yeah.
not do it. You know.
I don't give
I
a
come
fuck.
out looking like a Cherokee.
Hey, can I s-
come
hey,
out all over.
Yeah, face paint. That's war paint, baby.
Hey, I don't know how serious you are, but I dead set at a mate of mine once in Australia, New Year's Eve. He picked up this chick, took her back to the hotel, went down on her, covered in blood, bro.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
bro, I got man. So my
yeah.
ex-girlfriend in high school, I thought it was a cool thing to get your red rings, and I was down. And apparently it was during her like heaviest moment of the flow, and we did it in a hotel bathroom. It was dark, so it was all good. But there was a little weird stench, Okay, I got over it. But then, we're done. I turned the lights on. I looked at my thing, and I just was so grossed out. It was dripping blood. And
Good. Otherwise, you didn't hit it right. It's not.
It kind of scarred me a little bit, and after that, I was just, it's not for me, man. It's not
hilarious.
for me.
It's
No.
hilarious listening to you guys talk about this while you literally bleed on each other on the mat all the time.
Yeah, I want to make them bleed. I don't want to do it while they're already bleeding. I'm not gonna fight somebody if he's bleeding already. I'm like, yo, go wipe that shit up, dog.
Yeah.
I don't give
As
a
long
fuck.
as it's guy's blood, it's fine.
Yeah, right. What about you, Christian? Your vegan ass go down on a bloody box?
I wouldn't go down.
He doesn't even go
No
in
shot.
general.
Why is there too much protein in that?
Is it in general?
No, not in general. Just during, during that time,
Yeah, because I held out till I was like 26, bro. I was like, I'm not eating that pussy. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
What?
Wow, I was good looking back then. Now I have to go down there. I'm doing as I'm told. You know what I mean? I get given the routine. I'll follow it.
You guys are I love it. You guys are crazy.
Now I like
I don't know,
it.
it smells funny, man.
I'll never forget when I had braces. The first time all the hair got stuck in my teeth,
Oh.
guys. I went down and I came up and I was like,
I think you're doing it wrong.
you took a souvenir
well,
home
hey,
with
I was
you.
like, I don't know how old was I?
Don't bite, man. Just
All
lick.
the hair. All the hair. Were you doing 80-year-olds back then?
Yeah.
No, that girl just didn't know how to. I mean, and I didn't really know. I mean, at that time, you don't really know.
Which is an awesome segue.
Segue.
An awesome segue. Ben, we got to talk about the Ben saga.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
Sugar Baby Ben saga. The people want to know.
Hey, don't talk about my woman like that.
She's
She's not. She's. I think.
Tell me how this
Wait,
relationship
wait,
has
hold
gone.
on, wait. So we just got a big boost because Canceled Weekly came out. People are loving it. The first clip's already got 100,000 views. So we're gonna have a whole new slew of listeners, and this is the first thing of Slick and Thick they're gonna hear here, Mick. So we gotta go over the story for people that don't know.
Right,
Let's get 'em caught
and I
up.
think I know Antonio knows the story. I think Christos has a little like a tentative grasp on it. He's not familiar with the entire saga. He's not
yet.
good of a friend and as big of a fan as Antonio is, obviously.
I'm strapped in. I'm strapped in for this ride.
I've been gone for the past 2 weeks. dog.
True.
You know what I
He's
mean?
been out in Greece, which we'll get into that too. But yeah, Ben, let's talk about it a little bit. So
Yeah.
you were working at a bagel shop.
Yep.
And you met this 80-year-old
She would
gentlewoman.
Yeah, she would come in and I guess she found me attractive at first.
I mean, who couldn't?
And she would do barks. She would give me like little like ruff ruff. I'd be like, what is this? And then I'd go
Spunky.
back to my friends. I'd be like, yo, this woman's like barking at me. Like, really was weird, but
How old are you at this time?
this time I was probably 24.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been about 2 years.
Wait, this thing's been going on for 2 years?
No. That's when
That's
That's
the
the
beginning
meeting.
of the
Beginning.
relationship.
It's the beginning of the love story.
It's
So
the
like,
origin.
yeah. So she would come into the shop. I would always know her what she would like, and so I'd bring her, her food. I was very,
What did she like? What was her order?
She would get turkey sliced, pound and a half, and then she would do a bagel with cream cheese, scallion cream cheese though.
Oh, she's got class.
Yeah. She's
Scallion cream
and
cheese is the
sometimes put
move.
Nova on it.
she's
which-
bougie.
Yeah, all right,
yeah.
yeah. Jewish.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Yeah, get a little lox.
capers on
Yo,
there.
nothing wrong with a bagel lox. Nothing wrong with a bagel lox. But so then, when did the relationship accelerate? When did you guys go on your first date?
So yeah, fast forward a
Couple weeks ago?
Fast forward a couple weeks ago, I actually saw her around the block, and I was like, "Is that who I think it is?" And I walked outside, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" She's like, "Oh my God," she was with her friend. She's like, "Oh, this is my boyfriend. He used to serve me everything I wanted at the bagel shop and everything."
Not yet, honey.
And so, she gave me her card again, and she's like, "Hey, don't lose it this time." And I'm like, "Hey, I didn't lose it the first time. I called you, and we talked." And she's like, "Oh, okay. I don't remember, but okay." And so then I hit her up, and I, was like, "Okay, let's try it out. Let's see it. I'm excited for some new, ventures,
Adventures,
and
yeah.
I think it's all about, it could end well." And so we ended up going on our first date, and it was a good time.
Y'all hooked up.
She came back. Yeah, she took me back to her house. She took care of me, and I asked her if I could take care of her, and
You gave her the same order. You gave her the cream cheese.
No, yeah, I gave her the cream cheese. Yeah.
Kept the order consistent.
Kept it
How did she
consistent.
take care of you, though? How did she take care of you? Can we get into that a little bit? or-
All right, I'll do it. I'll look.
Certainly,
All right.
certainly no risk of running the Red Wings there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
about 35 years.
Her last Red River Ferry happened when you were 10 years from being born.
That ship has sailed. Well, I did a little math myself today, and when Ben was born, this lovely lady was 53.
53.
Yeah, so I think
53.
menopause have already happened.
yeah.
Yeah, she
So-
might have been menopausal when Ben was born. But anyway,
So-
Christian, you had a question?
Yeah, he said, how did she take care of me?
Yeah, how did she take care of you?
All right, well, she sucked my cock, which is, it was cool.
Hey, congratulations, Ben.
Thank you.
Hey, wait. Did she have teeth? Just want to make sure.
She did have teeth.
Okay,
But
okay.
I honestly,
Good question.
But I
Yeah,
honestly was curious. I was down to see what it would feel like without teeth.
Oh, you call that a gummy bear?
Yeah,
You ever watch that movie Yes Man?
Yeah. No, literally. That's exactly what I thought about. And I was like, oh, maybe this is going to be the best ride of my, whatever. But so she's going in and she's asked me if I'm comfortable. I'm like, yeah, my pants are off. Of course I'm comfortable. And she goes, well, here, put your leg up here. And I'm like, all right. And so all of a sudden, this woman starts going down to my taint. And then she keeps going and she starts full blown eating my ass out, and I'm like,
Hey, there was no lock, so she found the next best thing. You know what I mean?
yeah. So I honestly was taken back, but she was going to town, guys. It wasn't like a
You didn't
30
stop her.
second. No, I mean, hey, she knew what she was doing.
It was like a car wash with that tongue, just whipping around everywhere.
And she did it for good 5 to 10 minutes. It was, and I was just sitting there and
Thorough cleaning.
very clean. She comes up to me, she's like, "You're a very clean gentleman," and I was like,
Wow.
I got an uncle who swears by it. He even when he goes and sees the hookers, he puts cologne in his ass for the hooker. Yeah.
That's really considerate.
Yeah, he loves getting, he loves to talk about
does
it.
your uncle think cologne tastes good?
I mean, does ass taste good? I mean, we're talking about
Why doesn't he use syrup?
Is he Italian or Greek?
He's Italian.
Italian? Yeah,
he's
makes
Italian.
sense.
Nooch,
Yeah.
shout out to my Uncle Nooch.
marinara sauce.
The wops go a little heavy on the fucking. You know
That
what
brute,
I mean?
they put a bit of brute,
Yeah, look.
straight in.
Walk through it. You know what I mean? It's a lot.
But continue.
But yeah.
So
keep
all right. So
going.
then after that date, that went well, and she was thanking me, and I was like, "What? You just did that?" No, she's like, "You're bringing me so much happiness. I want to do this for you." I'm like, okay, this seems pretty cool, and I was kind of a little standoffish at first because it was a whole new situation. I've never been with a woman. I mean, she's a woman, 100% a woman. So
I'll
yeah,
say.
yeah. So then.
And that's a big thing in today's day and age.
Yeah, so we kind of move forward and go, next date comes.
Now, after this first date, weren't you guys already planning taking trips to the Bahamas?
Yeah.
She's a wealthy woman.
Yes, she is a very wealthy woman.
All right.
She's
Well,
got
she's been
full.
alive for 100 years.
She better have had some accomplishments. You're saying?
She knows Picasso.
Well, I'm just saying, compound interest. She's got her dead husband's pension.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
imagine working. You imagine working for 40 years, getting a pension, dying, and then your wife uses all that money to eat somebody else's asshole for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
will.
I definitely thought
Hey,
about it.
hey, that's his problem, not ours.
Yeah, I guess so.
Salud. Anyway.
So yeah, she's telling me, she's like, okay, I'm very excited to go on trips. She wants to go to Venice and Morocco and all these places. And I was like, I'm down. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, let's go. I mean, that'd be really cool. But I have to make my living. And she's like, oh, well, we'll see about that. So moving down the line, we go on. We set up our.
Smooth how you threw it out there, Ben.
Yeah.
I'd love to go with you to Venice, but I've got this job.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't, but got things I got to do. Responsibilities.
If only there was a way I can come and not have to worry about work.
Yeah. Just I gotta be.
a little cash infusion would be great. Just lays it on real thick. That makes it very obvious.
Yeah. So I mean, moving forward, we go to the next date. And it's actually getting to a point where she's nervous. She's we're getting in the car, she's like tripping. She's like, I'm usually not this nervous. Like you just, and I'm like starting to feel, I'm like, wow, this woman's like really sweet. Like she's a really nice, you know, like a nice lady. Like, you know, okay, like this could be, you know, let's see where this goes. So we go to a really fancy restaurant, and you know, it's a great time. And I also know that this is gonna be the time I gotta do the deed. I gotta take care of her. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask, did she order for you?
No, I've actually always ordered for her. Yeah, and she like really likes that actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a nice power statement.
She really likes that. Like I order, I'm like, well, what do you want to drink? And she's like, oh, and so then I order, and I try to like.
That's some player shit there,
brother. Respect.
Yeah, and I always open the door for her. She's like, I haven't had anyone open the door for me, you know, in a very long time. So I try to always do that. Always give her my arm too.
She's a lucky lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking care of her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we go out to dinner, and I'm like, I know that this is now, all right, my turn to shine, you know. So we get back, great meal, filet mignon. I had 2 filet mignons, and then she had a New York strip that she didn't really eat, and I was like, yeah, all right. She's like, you want to take it home? Sure, I'll take it home. Make some steak and eggs in the morning.
Filet mignon, man. If you're gonna live with the upper crust, man.
What did I say? Filet mignon?
Yes.
Filet mignon?
Filet mignon is the name of a gay Dominican from the Bronx.
Oh, okay. Filet
Is the
mignon.
French cut of beef.
Yeah, see, I don't know any of these things, man.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Keep going. Keep going.
So then we, you know, we're at her house. We have another little glass of wine, and you know, we're hanging out. And then I'm like, she's like, you want to go to the bedroom? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, I just have to freshen up. And so I'm in full clothes right now, and I'm
Do
like,
you think that meant? And I don't want to be crude here. Do you think that meant she like went in the bathroom, like power washed her pussy? Like,
No, she changed. She changed. I mean, she.
that's what I imagine. You know what I mean?
Gerard's reaction to that was amazing.
And I don't want to be crude here.
Well, I mean, I don't. She didn't take too long, but she went in there and she put in some like sexy clothing, and or like lingerie, and I was like, okay. But before then, I was like fully clothed, and I'm like, okay, do I take off all my clothes and just get in the bed? Do I let her? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna make this woman like take off my clothes. So I'm like, I just take off my clothes. I lay in the most comfortable bed I've ever. Like this was a bed made from clouds. Like it was so fucking comfortable. And I lay down, and she opens the door, and she goes, "Which lube do you want?" And she has like
shit.
She has 6 different lubes.
These old bros get right to it. They know
Yeah.
time is ticking.
Yeah.
They are like, fuck foreplay.
Yeah,
Which
it's
fucking lube do you want?
Yeah. So of course I picked the orange creamsicle because you know.
Of course.
It was a good, you know, whatever. And so, you know, we're making out, and you know, things are getting, you know, heated or whatever. And I go to start touching her, and she's like, "Do you want the lube?" And I'm like, "No, not right now." I mean, like, she's like, "Well, I do," and she pours it, and she just goes like this, and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, there you go. There's we gotta have that." So
Double
you're
power
right. You're
wash.
right.
Yeah, I know.
And then, you know, she starts sucking my cock, and then I'm like, "Okay, all right, it's your turn." And I don't know if this is just a me thing, but I mean, actually, I talked to Christian about it. Sometimes when I'm eating pussy, I get soft. Like, I'll be focusing, and I'll be going in, and I really enjoy it, and then it's like, fuck.
Happens to gay men all the time.
But, like, I'll be, you know, doing it, and then, it, you know, so then she, like, afterwards, she started, you know, sucking me off again, and then I was like, okay, let's do it. I get on top of her, and I was so surprised. Beautiful pussy. Mm-hmm. Great. Felt great. And yeah, I gave her like maybe like 15, 20 pumps because I was like, oh, do you want to keep doing this? She's like, I'm so satisfied. This is the best love I've ever had in my life. Like I was like, okay. And she's like, yeah, just come inside me. I'm like, oh. I don't have to worry about it. Sure.
Yeah.
And so then that was it. And she was like, you make me so happy. And then after that.
Wait, quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So she said 15 to 20 pumps was the best love she ever had in her life. and then
Literally.
you came inside her after.
Yeah, because I was like, what other position? And she's like, oh, this was so great. Like, I don't, you know. And I was like, okay, it takes pretty.
These young girls are spoiled, bro. These young girls are spoiled.
I'm used to literally having sex for like 45 minutes, like trying to do different things. And she was just like so satisfied after. I was like, wow, I felt good after. You know, it was.
Hey, bro, I'm happy for you. You found your person. I'm happy for you, bro.
So how do you feel like? I felt like the last time you were on, you were like, I think you were a little uncomfortable, maybe you weren't ready to talk about it.
I was a little uncomfortable.
As much, but how are you feeling with the relationship? Like, is this something you want to see yourself, like you're getting into her?
Yeah, I'm kind of at the point where I'm like excited to see her. I'm excited to go hang out. It's could be a start of something. I'm just a little afraid. I'll be honest. I'm a little afraid to get hurt. Like
that she's gonna die.
Yeah. Like no, that I'm gonna actually start to really love this woman, you know, and then she's gonna have a heart, or she's gonna break her hip, and I'm gonna have to throw her on my shoulder. I don't even know.
Would you be that guy? Would you do that for her?
sure? I mean, there was times when I was on top of her. I'm like, what if I push too much pressure? Like, how what is gonna happen? You know. So I want to.
That's considerate.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I know exactly.
My man's gonna throw her hip out.
But I honestly really enjoy being a gentleman to her. I like bringing her flowers. Like she finds it so amazing. So I just want. I think I kind of want to keep.
It seems like a mutual relationship. Like she likes to take care of you too. I heard she took you shopping.
Yeah, she did take me shopping. Yeah, she does. She finds a lot of joy in making me happy, and that's not something that I ever really did too much. I'm not a big shopper or anything, but she's she's showing me some things, and I'm like, oh,
the finer things in life.
Yeah. Like I've never heard of
what?
Well, I've never heard of Ferragamo shoes, and she bought me $6,000 of shoes, Ferragamos.
How much do they cost?
You said that one right.
How much do they cost?
Ferragamo pretty good.
Ferragamo?
Yeah, of course he knows now.
Yeah.
How much do they cost?
Well,
per shoe. Per pair of shoes.
One shoe was $1,400.
One pair of shoes?
One pair of shoes, yes.
Yeah.
A pair of shoes was $1,400.
But each shoe individually would be $700.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
Ballsy,
She bought me
ballsy to admit that, literally surrounded by trained killers.
Yeah. And I'm thinking
Nah, we're
we're
on
going
his
to go
side.
rob him, take his shoes off.
Honestly,
him.
I'll just
What
get you a
size
pair,
shoe
bro.
you
I'll get you all a pair. I'll get you all a pair.
Noted.
I'm a size 12.
Yeah.
Noted.
Hey, does Gerard know about the haircuts?
Well, what? So what else was on the shopping trip? You said
Okay,
what was the grand total of the on the bill of the shopping trip?
All right, it was $12,000.
What the fuck?
Thank you.
Congratulations, brother. Hey, you know what I mean?
That's more than fucking Venom's paying me, dude.
Yeah. Shit. What are you getting, 1150?
No, just 11 flat.
11,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Shit.
Antonio, congratulations. That's going to be your first purse in the UFC.
Ben's Sunday shopping spree. That's hilarious.
so-
Fuck.
Ben, two things come to mind here, bud. One, you're no longer good end Ben. You are now Ben Bigalow, male gigolo. So congrats on that.
Ben, wow, okay.
What about Sugar Baby Ben?
I like the sugar
And
baby
two,
Ben.
how many of our hundreds of thousands of listeners are madly texting their grandma right now? Like, you don't know any fucking Bens, do you?
I know, and that's kind of why I wanted to be on here and clear up, because she's my woman.
That's
Let's go,
I'll tell you
baby.
something,
Yeah.
Ben. That's always been a big bucket list of mine for a long time. Obviously, it can't happen anymore because I'm a married man. But when I was single, I've always wanted to have a GILF moment, and I never got that.
What was the
opportunity.
oldest
But
you went?
I guess I can live vicariously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What was the oldest you went?
The oldest I think was in their 40s.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
That's why I
So-
said to you when I came in, bro. Everyone who's gonna give you shit, bro, they're just jealous. I'm jealous. I wish I'd done it too.
Yeah, what's your philosophy on this, Antonio?
As in,
What do you feel? How do you feel about? Because I completely support him. He's
Yeah,
making her
100%.
happy.
100%.
He digs her. Yeah, and she likes to take care of him and buy him some nice shit and spoil him. Fucking God bless.
Exactly.
God bless you, dude. Enjoy. Make sure you treat her right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know you do, because I know you're a good, you're a good
Hey,
cat.
every second
so.
bird down here in Florida is with some older guy. What the fuck? What is it? Sexist if a man gets looked after? See, we live in an equal world. Respect that, Ben.
Yeah, that is true.
All
You're right.
And
can't-
you have found yourself a great lady. I respect her. Send her my love and tell her I say hello. And you be happy, my friend, and you enjoy that time you have together.
Thank you. Yeah.
That limited time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, see, and
I feel like a priest. I feel like a priest.
If I was single, I'd ask you if she had any friends. You know what I mean?
She has some friends, but she always says, "Oh, my friends are so poor," and I'm like,
Do you think Ben will change now that he's got money?
I feel like he's already changed.
What? No. No, I never want money to ever change. I never have had that, so I try to keep. I want to try and stay.
level-headed.
I try and want to. Definitely.
So like when you guys went shopping, were you kind of like? Were you like asking, inquiring, like she was enjoying teaching you about like these fine things?
Yeah, honestly, it's great. I mean, because I'll be honest, I go shop at Marshall's. That's my place to go.
Hey,
shop.
I love Marshall's.
Marshall's Ross. Like so, like when I come into this store and she's like, "Oh, check out these Ferragamos," and I'm like, honestly, I've never even heard of this brand before, and she's like, "Don't worry. You'll know. Soon. You'll know soon enough." And then I'm like, "Yeah, I've never been in been in a Gucci store or Louis Vuitton or any of these places." And she's like, we'll hit those eventually, but I
like how you kind of threw that out there.
So I mean, but again, like I've never had or done any of those things. I never like had any of those things. So I mean, she just is like, I want to show you some things that
the brighter side of life, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I say enjoy it. I say you go on those holidays, you enjoy her company, you enjoy everything she shows you.
The only thing that I'll be honest with you, I'm a little worried. Like when I get introduced to her friends, like when we were shopping, the whole time she was saying that I was her grandson, like the whole time. She was like, "Oh, this is my grandson."
Like introducing to her, you said her friends or people
she
who work
hasn't
there?
Like the tailor was like, "Oh my gosh, your grandma is so, you're so giving. Can I have a grandma like this?" And I'm like,
and you guys start making out in front of her. I love you, grandma.
So like,
freak people out.
So when it gets to the point where she wants me to meet her
that
friends,
should be a great viral video.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. That
like you just have them going around like him helping her, like, "Hey, this is my grandma, blah blah blah." And then, G, what do you think?
I like it. I'm into it.
I want to know where that other hand is, G.
I gotta tell you though, Chris, you gotta be careful. Don't get hooked on this high life shit, because once she gets her hooks into you, like every other sugar mama, eventually she's gonna turn and like be like, "All right, well tonight's the night you get pegged," and you're not gonna want to get pegged, but you're also gonna want a Chanel watch.
That's right. You gotta ask yourself,
maybe the kid likes the pegging. You know what I mean?
Right.
She's opened up. She's shown him a lot of new fancy designers. She's done some new things with his butthole.
She's already lubed it up for you.
Yeah, I mean, she's got the lubes.
Nah, I'll be honest, I don't think I want it.
I don't think she's I don't see her as a pegger.
I don't think she is. I think she she wants
she's
to
the
please
peggy.
me. Yeah.
I think she went down there on you because she wants to give you the ultimate pleasure. That's
Agreed.
what it is.
I think
She
so,
wants
too.
to just look after you.
I don't think she's trying to stick anything up my I think she's too.
Tell her the gates are closed.
Yeah, and she's old school too. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Against
No,
like the...
it's just old.
Pegging came out in the 90s, so alrighty, G.
Dude, I got something to add. I got something to add. So I wake up this morning. I come out of my room. Okay, I'm getting ready. Ben comes out
Playing classical music.
and hands me a wad of cash. And he goes, "Here, this is to get your hair cut."
Where did that cash come from, bro?
Well,
From the estate.
yeah. The other night I came over and I did the deed. I gave her a good,
Gave her a good piping.
I gave her a good piping, and then afterwards, I was telling her, I was like, "Oh yeah, I want to get a haircut before we go out to dinner on Friday," and she's like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Yeah." It's just they're so expensive, like so. I kind of, but I was like, I usually go like once, every month or so, or however. And she was like, "Well, how much is a haircut?" I'm like, "Oh, $60." And she's like, "Oh wow, okay." Goes into her purse and hands me $300.
So cool.
And I say, no, it's just $60. She's like, no, $300. I was like, "Well, I'm gonna go with my roommate," and she's like, "Oh well. Here's $20. Give that to your roommate."
So he gets a $20 and you get a $300 haircut.
Yeah.
Well, she ain't fucking him. So,
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, and then
Christian, unless you wanna.
I'm good.
But then again, if you're in a relationship, what is hers is yours, and what is yours is hers.
Yeah.
That's what women say to men. So you can,
That is true.
You're just spending your money now.
Next time, don't even just go right into the purse.
Well, so she.
that might be illegal.
I'm just kidding. I was joking, guys.
Christos, So Christos, I gotta ask a question, just hypothetically speaking, right? Because you just went on your honeymoon with your wife, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Beautiful woman, great woman. You guys have a great family. You live another 60 years. You fight 30 more times in the UFC. You end up with a whole bunch of money. You leave it to her. She outlives you and finds a fucking Ben. And you're a ghost. How's Ghost Christos thinking about your 80-year-old?
Yeah, what does Ghostos think?
I'm haunting the fuck out that guy.
I thought about that last night when I was taking shit.
How would you haunt him? Like, what would you do if you? What like your haunting capability? Just so Ben could look out for shit.
Definitely just be every time he gets a drink or something, it's getting spilt over. For sure, maybe if they're about to do the deed, she goes in the bathroom, he's about to go in, I slam the door on him, you know what I'm saying? He can't come in the room. I lock the door. So now they're both locked out. Just make some, crazy stuff. And then, hopefully I can make some noises and stuff, kind of spook him out of there.
Spook him?
Just do my best to make his life a living hell.
The ghost capabilities seem kind of limited.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
So you can't just be you can't just like fuck him up.
Yeah,
you know what
I know,
Like,
exactly.
You can't just grab him and shake him and be like, you're out of here.
Does he have
You know what
extra
I mean?
ghost powers since he's fought in the UFC, or is UFC
I feel like
fighter?
he should. I mean,
Like,
I don't.
you
I
get
really
a few
don't.
extra
I really
powers
don't know
with
how the extraterrestrial. No, it's not extraterrestrial. What do you call that?
Paranormal.
I don't know how the paranormals.
Maybe I could
work.
spill some water and then
I don't know the laws of the paranormal.
Like push the toaster on the floor.
Right. Electrocute him. You might be able to do that.
Final destination stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like
Then he becomes a ghost too, and you can get your ghost hands on him.
Oh,
Like,
exactly.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
You ruined this for me.
But wouldn't it be on the woman though? I mean, he's
Absolutely.
not doing anything wrong, right?
Fair point.
Well,
I would still haunt him too.
I would haunt him. Yeah, he's not doing anything wrong, but
I would. Still
I don't
fuck
think
with
she's doing anything wrong either, because I'm dead.
But don't you think? Yeah, she wants to be happy, right? She deserves to be happy, right?
I believe him at his different state, his higher state. He's gonna be happy for her that she's finding what's making her happy.
Like eating the ass.
Can I
If she wants to eat the ass of this little Cuban boy, let him.
I was gonna say.
Colombian. Sorry.
I was gonna throw a curveball in there, G, and just say I'm not going anywhere near that, because if none of those things work and you got to see your wife looking at a young guy's ass, bro, that's good. Even as a ghost, bro, I'm ruined. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm staying away. I'm gonna go hang around the gym lockers, where the women are. Have a look. Might as well.
She told me how he passed away.
Oh Lord.
And,
Was it gruesome?
Jeez, 3 dates in.
He fell off the bed.
No way.
What?
And she tried to pick him up, and he, passed away in her arms.
I think she murdered him.
I was about to say that.
That could also,
Were they fucking?
Yeah.
I have no, I didn't, but I was
Were
like,
they in bunk beds?
I would have immediately said, that's a good question. I immediately would have said, were y'all fucking?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
How old was he?
Wait a second.
He was old. He was old.
Okay.
He was older than. She's old too. So
Yeah, I'm thinking, he fell out of a bed.
Oh, dude, do you think she was like a sugar baby? And he's like
It's a cycle?
giving it back? Like, you think it's like
that is actually a very good assumption. Great assumption. She
Well,
could do-
So
No,
then,
she's Jewish.
wouldn't
No,
he
she's
have to be
Jewish.
like 100 years old then?
Well, no, when did he die? How long ago?
He died 11 years ago.
And so if he fell off a bed and that took him out, she was 70
he
11
looks-
years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't think a 7-year-old.
She was 69. No, 68.
69, dude.
68,
Hell yeah,
68,
brother.
yeah.
But yeah, I think he's older.
That makes sense.
I think this is
I mean,
what do
she
they call
looked pretty
that?
good when she was younger. I mean, she still looks pretty good right now.
I think she's paying it forward,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I think she's paying it forward. And I think the name of this episode should be
Sugar Baby to
Sugar
Sugar
Baby
Mama.
Ben. What was yours, G? Ben Bigalow,
Ben
European
Bigelow, Mel Gigolo.
Mel Gigolo. Yeah, that's the name of this episode. Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm actually really excited to see. I'm getting excited to see her. I think this could be something.
He's just excited for what presents he's gonna get
No,
next.
listen. If you guys, I genuinely do like to see people happy, and I genuinely do like making other people happy. So this is this woman. She said she's been so upset and all this stuff, and it brings me joy to make her happy. So I'm hoping.
But you
I mean,
enjoy the conversations. And you enjoy spending your time with her.
Yeah, like she's interesting. She's funny. She wanted to be a comedian like all of her life. So she's hilarious. Like she's got
You should have
jokes.
seen me when you gave me that wad of cash this morning. You made me super happy.
Yeah. So and now she's making more people happy. So I mean, she's making me happy. So hopefully I can pay it forward too. And I want to just make sure.
I'd love to hear her on this podcast, actually.
Well,
I think we could get that.
I think one of these days, down the road, when you guys are, after your trip to the Bahamas or Venice or whatever, bring her in here. We talk about the relationship a little bit.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. I mean, as long as
we'd be very respectful.
Yeah, everything that in the past that we've talked about doesn't come up.
No, of course.
Yeah,
brother.
we could just, I'd introduce you guys to my girl.
Hell yeah. Hey, can we get haircuts after?
I think she would buy us all haircuts afterwards.
Haircuts and lollipops.
Round of haircuts for everybody.
I want to go out to dinner, mommy. I want a steak.
I need a haircut. You know what I mean?
So yeah, and at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a really good experience, and I want to be happy.
Yeah.
I hope she's happy, and yeah.
I envy you.
That's awesome, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people listening are a little envious of you as well.
Well,
that should be.
I got a beautiful girlfriend at home. I love her, but I wish it was always your position, bro. Well, I wish she was paying for my shit, bro.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I have she wants me to. The last thing I'll say is she wants me to open up a broker account in her broker, and I was like, oh, I don't really have too much money to put in. I mean, I'll put in. Yeah, that's a great idea. I think it's awesome. I think that's, I want to make more money, She's like, yeah, you'll have a lot of money. So maybe and again, that's not why I'm doing any of this, but.
It's the perks.
Yeah, there's perks of it. I'm sorry,
bro.
man.
It's the perks.
She's going to show me a lot. She has lived a life, so she can show me a lot. And it's all, I want to learn.
There's a lot to learn.
A lot to learn,
bro.
Still,
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Ben. Let's let you get out of here and go to band practice while you're still slumming it with the poor people.
I know.
Until you blow all those guys off and are like, I'm rich now. I like caviar. All right.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate
Benny,
it.
you the man.
Good job, Ben.
Love you, Benny.
Good Ben.
Man, I always wonder, though, when people are that old, is their social security number 2 numbers?
I don't know, dude. You guys know your social securities by heart?
I know mine.
All right, what is it?
I'm not gonna say it.
I recently got
it's
one.
9. It's 9 numbers. You know what I mean? And
Right.
This is she has.
Yeah, we need an old person.
She has an extra 50 years on me. Yeah, an extra 50 years. Yeah. So maybe every 10 years you get a number decreased. Every 10 years they add a number.
Yeah. Yo, G, have you ever made someone?
Your days are numbered. They just take a number off.
Yeah.
Have you ever made someone laugh so hard that they fell down 2 times?
No, can't say that.
I did that today.
What?
I did that today. To be fair, the person was at Barwis, and they're not the best at walking. But he was over there working with him, and he kind of walks with very wide, he, you know what I mean? He's got he has some sort of problem. But so I go to the guy who's working with him. I'm like, man, you guys stop lying to him. Just tell him to get the surgery. He's like, what do you mean? Get it the dick reduction surgery so you can stop walking like this. So he starts going, he starts grabbing at me, and I was like, I grab him, but he went down. He went down, and then he got back up, and I was like, I told you that dick was throwing him off. And then he fucking goes down again. I was proud of that.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird thing to
shoots
be
him
proud
a jab
about.
because the guy reached at him.
Well, well, the first one you should have caught him.
I didn't know. I wasn't prepared.
You didn't realize how funny you were.
Exactly, dude. I didn't realize it looked like he got shot by a sniper.
You're proud of it because he was okay, but what if something bad happened? Then he
looks like he was used to falling like that. Okay. And he's a really funny guy, really cool guy. He's got a good sense of humor, you know what I mean?
Got a good break fall.
Yeah.
He's done it a few times.
Yeah. I'll have to bring him on the podcast one of these days.
Now, Chris, man, I love you. I gotta ask you, bro. Think about something bad happened. You had that fight, brother. You had it.
Yeah.
I know how hard you and Mickey worked in that, and I remember what the poor Antonio was getting.
Yeah, no. We had a great camp. Mickey's helped me with a lot of things, especially on the ground, which I'm pretty sad I didn't get to use any of it. Kid had a good takedown defense, but Tony, he was there and had to take a lot of A lot of pain. You know,
Are your calves still sore?
Yes,
He got me back today for it.
Mine's
though,
still a little.
but-
On Monday, I couldn't even really throw the kicks, man. They're still sort of deep in that muscle.
Yeah, I feel like
they-
mine's just healing.
Yeah.
But you
it's
know,
just I didn't get as bad as you.
Yeah. No,
camp went great, and the fight was going great. Everything was going good. You know, I had a great first.
Dude, you had him on roller skates.
Yeah,
man. You
yeah,
popped
yeah.
that sucker.
So, but you know, the thing is, I don't know whether it was being in front of a crowd or I don't know what it was, but towards the end of the second round, I started to feel like anxiety and pressure, and I started feeling the pressure. So when I start feeling that, sometimes I always feel like I gotta do something. I gotta make something happen. I feel like I'm not winning this round no more, so I start forcing the issue, and I think that's where I made my biggest mistake. Was I was too eager at making something happen that it put me in a bad position. And I could have done a little better homework. I didn't know he was a black belt, so I didn't even think about him doing submissions on me. So it was just a lot that went in that last part of that round.
Yeah, man, we didn't even think that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? We didn't know he was a black belt until like I think we were
after
walking.
the fight.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
So, but it's cool. I know what went wrong and what I can do to fix it. And I just gotta remember, like, I was up in the fight. I don't have to be so eager in making things happen. I could draw him in a little bit and catch my break. I'm up in the fight. So just making smarter decisions as the fight goes on and making the right kind of adjustments, I think, is gonna be the biggest point in my next fights coming up. So, but regardless of the outcome of the fight, I had a great camp. I think I've gotten better from that camp, and it's only going to keep getting better.
Yeah,
so.
the work doesn't go away.
Exactly.
All that
exactly.
work we put in, that stays with
Hey,
you.
my back control is so much better now than it was. So you know what I mean? Like, I might have lost the fight, but I still got a lot better from it, and I'm only going to keep getting better. And I like having you guys in my corner. So yeah, it was
we had a
awesome.
great week out there. And the way I look at it is like, shit, if you're not losing, you're probably not really fighting anybody worth a damn.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're not really
exactly.
challenging yourself. You're not really, going for it. Yeah. And this game is different. It's not like boxing where you fight a bunch of tomato cans and then, you challenge yourself at the top.
I took a big risk. I fought a young kid who has a lot of hype around him. I wanted to derail the hype train. There's a lot of talk about this kid in the Mexican culture, and I wanted to be. I like being the guy to derail. Making people upset. I wanted to upset the Mexicans. You know what I mean? But and you know what? I got a lot of fans though from that fight. Even though I didn't win the fight, a lot of people hit me up. A lot of people reached out to me that I don't know, saying that, hey, keep your head up, man. You did great. It was awesome. I talked to Sean Shelby. He was impressed by my performance, and it's only I can only go up from here. So it's all good.
Yeah.
Well, he gave you a lot of props. I mean, he said he's never been hit that hard in his career, and also, I mean, even though that fight was in Las Vegas, United States of America, Mexican Independence Day. I mean, you came out. For people that don't know, you went full heel and in front of 20,000 rabid Mexicans and Mexican Americans. What song did you come out to?
I came out to "I'm a Real American," the Hulk Hogan walkout song, one of my favorite walkouts of all times. And man, it felt so good getting to do that. I was comfortable. I was looking at the crowds. I didn't get as much people applying as I thought, but I don't care. It was fun. People after the fight.
I thought you got a good pop walking out.
Well, I'm walking out of the fight. Everyone loved me.
Walking.
Walking.
When we walked out to the cage, though, there was people were digging it. They were dancing.
People were digging it. But I also
you
saw
were kind of
people
jogging. I was watching. I
was
watching.
I wasn't watching too much. I thought they were. I just assumed they were gonna boo. I guess maybe. But
nah, bro.
Yeah, I thought they were neutral.
Walking out from the fight though, I had a lot of Mexican guys coming up saying, "Hey man, great fight. Keep your head up. You did good. This and that." So at least I had a good performance. And at the end of the day, that's all I really care about is being able to show my skills. And I got to show a lot of my skills. I got to, like, everyone thought I'd have a problem with his range being so tall, and I got in every single time I wanted to get in. I was hitting him, I was piecing him up, and it felt good. I just like I said, sometimes the pressure gets to you, and if you can't keep it together mentally, you're gonna have a lot of problems. So I think skill wise, I got everything I need, and I'm only gonna get better. But now it's time to improve the mind, and we go from there.
Rocco said, "This is wild. It's like he's fighting Mexican Mickey Gall." I was like,
100%. That's why I needed Mickey in my corner, dude. That's the main reason why I wanted to ask him. And plus, they know it's cool. We got to learn a lot about each other, and I feel like we can all make each other better. Everyone at this table. So
100%. 100%. Yeah, it was a good fun week out there.
But I'm glad, like, after the fight, I got to go enjoy my honeymoon. and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, how's Greece?
Oh man, Greece is amazing.
Got to continue working on that back control.
We did a lot of that. No, just kidding. But we did.
No, you're not.
We did. No, but
procreate in this bitch.
But one of the funny stories in Greece, we went on a boat ride. This is one of my the highlight of the trip. We go on a boat ride, and we go to the first spot. They say don't do much diving because we're not that low. We go to another spot. It's a little deeper. And then we go to the last spot. But there's the last spot. There's like some cliffs and stuff. And he's like, okay, this is the deepest end. You guys can do all the diving you want. Just be careful for the sea urchins. Like, don't touch the black things with spikes, or we're gonna have a big problem. And I don't know what a sea urchin is, right? So I'm thinking, okay, don't touch them. They're probably poisonous. I'm thinking, don't touch them. They're poisonous. They say it's a big problem. All right. So I see some guys going up this cliff to go jump off the cliff, and I'm like, heck yeah, I'm going with you guys. So I swim over, and I see the kid before me.
Every time I'm at Christos' house, he's jumping off his roof into his pool. Christos is like a fucking psycho. Like you're a wild man.
I love the adrenaline. So I see him climb up. I'm like, okay, I'll do what he did. So I go to climb up, and I grab this rock, and the rock breaks, and I kind of fall, and I feel myself scrape the rock, and I get up, and he goes, hey, watch out, there's some sea urchins right there. I'm like, oh, crap, okay. I see him. I'm like, damn, I just fell right there. But I don't feel nothing yet. So I get up on the first rock. Everyone starts climbing, and I want to start climbing, but I look at my hand, and I got these black pricks in my hand. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like,
gee, you got nothing for black pricks in his hand.
And I'm like, I start freaking out. My heart starts racing. I'm thinking I just got poison in me now. And I start freaking out, and I see them climbing.
So you gotta suck on the black prick?
I was about
you to gotta piss on the black prick.
No, I was about to start sucking, and I swear, I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I want to climb this thing, but I might be dying right now. So I jump in the water, and Vicky says she's never seen me swim so fast back to the boat. I go to the boat. I'm like, hey. I look at my leg. I got more black pricks on my leg. I'm like, crap. I'm like, hey, am I gonna die? And I start freaking out. He's like, no, don't worry. They're not poisonous. You're gonna be all right. Just put some olive oil on it, and you'll be all right.
Greeks, go figure.
Put some olive oil on it.
Yeah, but what is that movie? You just put some Windex on it.
Yeah, he's like, put some olive oil, you'll be okay. I'm like, Then I'm like, crap, man, I could have climbed that and jump off the cliff. I'm like, I lost my moment, but I don't want to go back because then the sea urchin started freaking me out a little bit.
I thought you pissed on a sea urchin.
No, jellyfish.
Okay.
Jellyfish, you pee on it if you get stung.
So Mick, you helped Spartan A in the last camp. Now you're helping Spartan B, the down under Spartan, the reverse flash in the new camp. What's it like working with these maniac Malakas?
Oh, it's great. I love these boys. These boys are my brothers. We, you know what I mean? Like when we were out in Vegas, like we were chilling every day. We were playing cards. I let Christos win.
Three times?
Yeah, I let him win.
Times.
Hey, I wanted his confidence high. You know what I mean? But yeah, I taught him my favorite card game, and he fucking asshole wins every time. But yeah, no, we're brothers. And one more thing on the fight. You know what I mean? I think we said this on the last podcast. Christos is one of the best fucking dudes there is. Anyone who knows him is a fan of him. I think Tony put it perfectly. Anyone who, if they were like, I don't like Christos, be like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Something wrong with you if you've got a problem with Christos. Christos is a great man, great fighter. I'm excited for the future, brother.
Yeah,
I know it. You know what I mean?
I'm excited for all of our careers. I mean, I think we're doing big things. I think we're learning a lot, and we're helping each other out, and that's the best thing you can have, you know, because if you stop trying to get better, then where do you go from there? You know what
I mean? Me from the outside, the only guy on here at the table that isn't the UFC, watching you guys like in there and doing that, and that's what I said to Christos, bro, you're in that top 1%. There is no easy fights. There is no easy days. You're in there, and hey, you got to respect the man across the other side of the cage. And it was just, you know, unfortunately, it wasn't our day that day. But any given day, it's his day as well. You know what I mean? So that's just coming from a guy who's not in that position. Seeing you guys, it's the top 1%. It's, you know, it's the hardest fight you're gonna find, you know, in anywhere.
In this game, you can go from being one punch away from winning the fight to everything tumbling down. You know, making one wrong mistake can cost you the whole fight, and that's the thing with the high level. You know, you can't make no mistakes. And in the early shows, yeah, you got a lot of room for mistakes, but when you're at the top, man, there ain't no room for mistakes.
That's facts. And yeah, it's fun. You know what I mean? We're all bonded together now, even more so than before. You know what I mean? And like we're all entering the prime of our careers. We're entering that age where these next, 5, 7, maybe even 10 years, whatever. You know what I mean? Are about to be the best, our best. You know, we've put all the work in. MMA is different. Like you got to learn be world class at 4 different disciplines. It takes about 10 years to get great at anything.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? You putting all that time, dividing all that up, right around like 35, I think that's when people tend to like hit their prime. That's where most champions, especially and the higher the weight class goes, like I think around like our division, like 35 is around the prime. Lower weight classes probably around like 32. Higher weight classes, like
40.
heavyweights, is right around like 38 to 40. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Glover, he got the belt at 40, right?
Yeah.
That was
And
crazy.
I think one thing with fighting that overrides, because a lot of people, I feel like they always trying to associate fighting with any other sport, football, soccer, ages, techniques. I think the one thing that stands out from fighting the most is, hey man, when you got that dog in your heart, man, you could go to 50, 60. Look at what's his
George
name?
Foreman.
Yeah, and also
Couture.
Randy Couture.
Yeah.
As long as you got the dog in your heart, man, I think you just keep on going until it stops.
Yeah.
So,
And that's so G, you asked about like how it is like working with them. I don't like working with people unless they have that. You know what I mean? If they don't have like the fucking like dog in them, like maybe I could help, but like it's gonna be very frustrating when it's guys like who are like trying to learn and are like trying to be the best and like our fucking dogs like are gonna ready to like kill and die in there. That's when I could get behind it. That's when I can enjoy, what I'm doing as well. So it ends up just being fun for me. It's not fucking work. It's passion. It's excitement. You know what I mean?
Hey, you love what you do. You don't work a day in your life, right?
Yeah, they say that, but I don't know, bro. I don't think that's true. I think if you choose to be great at anything, it's gonna be work sometimes. We don't always want to get up and go to the gym. That's work when we have to get up. That's discipline. That's fucking.
Right, touche.
You know what I mean?
But we get to choose what work we want to do.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean? We choose the work that we want to do rather than what
You're right.
people
We
don't wanna do.
chose our field.
Yeah.
We weren't forced into this.
And yeah, some days you don't want to go to practice, but some days at practice, I feel like I'm just having fun with my friends, like
No,
being
for
a
sure.
kid. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, but I mean, just quickly, do you see fighting as a job or do you see fighting as just what you do?
Both.
Yeah, you
Well,
do.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I that's a good question.
Yeah,
I see it as it's like such a part of me. Like it's something that's inside me that I feel bad for people who don't get to express this side of themselves. I feel like I see them and I feel like they're like veal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're just stuck in like a cage or in a box and are just getting soft and like I know I'm like I'm addicted to it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's sort of my point. A lot of people are when to that job metaphor, whatever the fuck you call it, is people are going to things they don't want to go to. We are going to the gym. It's, even on the days we don't want to, we love the gym. All right, where else are we gonna fucking go? It's in our hearts. It's in our passion. You know what I mean? So back to your point, it isn't. You never going to work. You're only just going to the gym.
Hey, but check this out. There's days we go to practice, we don't want to go there, but after it's done, we're so happy that we went. You can't say that with most jobs. They don't want to go, and then they're pissed that they had to go. You know what I mean?
No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, but then they're happy on Friday. Everybody has their why. You know what I mean? It's that whole embrace the suck mentality, man.
Yeah.
It's what separates you guys from everybody else is that it's not that anybody can do it once. Anybody can get into one fight. Anybody can go, like you guys do it every day. You get up and do it when everybody else quits. You diet when nobody else would diet. You train when people would take the day off. That's why you have the status that you do, because you do things other people won't do, and that's why you're treated like other people aren't treated. You are special.
No,
But I gotta ask, Christos, does you being such a good guy and being so humble, do you think that led to any of the anxiety that you had in that second round? Is there like a mindset that you need to achieve to take that shit next round?
No, he's a killer.
I think it's more the opposite. I think it's more me because I love, like, not many guys when they fight can push the pace and go for things all the time. I think I do it too much. I think I'm overly aggressive at times, which gets me into trouble. And you can't teach that type of aggression. It's either a part of you or it's not. And
I would imagine that's a good thing.
It is a good thing, but it also, like Henry Hoof on this podcast said something. You said it.
He was saying about he goes, hard-working fighters are sometimes the easiest guys to beat. Because they're always going to be coming at you with something. Yeah. And he goes, I'd rather guys that more of a, sits back and picks his shots, picks his time.
So it all plays a part. You do need both, but like at times I feel like I'm just overly aggressive, which can lead me to get in trouble. So I just got to learn how to balance it out a little bit, and I feel like that's going to help take me to the
Maybe
next
he's got to
step,
bring
for
more
sure.
of that nice guy.
And
I
to just
think-
be able
I
to
think-
adjust. I'm okay to push forward, but I got to learn to adjust and not always have to push forward and learn to have them, to force them to kind of push the action.
And I
on me
think it's a
little bit.
it's a misnomer that people think like being a nice guy. You know what I mean? Like the biggest killers have the biggest hearts. I think that's for sure. Like, and they're the guy. You know what I mean? Like the real tough guys, the guys who are really tough and are secure and stuff, are never gonna be out there, barking and acting like a fucking fool and acting tough because we know.
We have nothing to prove.
We know.
Yeah.
We face the truth every fucking day in the room. We go up and grab the toughest guys to go sharpen our swords with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the fakes. Those are the ones that are out there. Do I do UFC, bro? those faggots. You know what I mean? Those give people a bad name. You know what I mean? That's I think I think that's his character as a man is why he's where he is, and it's why he's gonna keep good things are gonna keep happening to him. Why I am confident that we haven't seen the best of Christos yet.
It's coming. It's coming. You've got to see glimpses. But speaking of sharpening our swords, this guy's been sharpening his sword because he got a big fight coming up October 28th.
October 28th.
Yeah. Let's talk about that a little
We're getting our
bit.
asses flown down to Alaska.
Yeah,
Flown down, up.
We're going up,
Yeah.
eh? Well, where we going here, Krista? We're going north. What's happening?
We're
here?
going north.
We're going northwest. We're going northwest.
Because
We're
I
going-
only
we
go
going-
off the flat Earth, by the way. That's
Yeah,
why.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Look, we're going to Solid as a Rock Fighting Championships in Fairbanks, Alaska. It's their 24th event, October 28th. Tony's fighting for a belt out there. Going to go out to Australia.
5 rounds.
Go out to Alaska.
Alaska,
The
yeah.
Australian in Alaska. Going to go beat an Alaskan.
I think I might be the first ever Australian to fight in Alaska.
You might be the first
Yeah,
Australian
you're
ever to
going-
go
you're
there.
The first guy from down under to go up over.
But
Tone, why'd you choose these two guys? Why'd you choose Christos and Mick to be the corner?
Look how handsome these two are. Wouldn't you pick
Know
them
what
as well?
I need to be the handsome one. I think uglier guys, so girls think I'm handsome. By far.
Well, to be honest with you, I really respect both the boys as athletes and as friends. And I mean, hey, once you've worked with them, you know why you're going to hang out with them. You know, I mean, these two teach me so much every day as a martial artist. And honestly, I was telling Mickey and I told Christos today, the good thing with them in my corner is I 100% believe every single word they're telling me. And I think that's a big thing about a corner. You got to have the faith and the confidence in the people in your corner because they're giving you those vital, instructions. And I truly believe in these two. And I mean, hey, their skills speak for themselves.
well, since you've came down, it's cool to see the growth that you've gone through already.
Yeah.
Because I remember in the beginning you had no wall defense. You know what I mean? And now I can't even be taking you down against the wall as much. You know what I mean? So
that's the fun thing about this fight. I'm really excited because I finally got this elbow fixed up, got 2 arms again. I did a full camp in America, and I've been learning with these guys. With Christos, I've been training since I've been here, so 7 months, and I'm just really excited to get in there and perform. You know what I mean, and actually put on a fight that I can enjoy and look back and be proud of. Like my last fight, I was a bit disappointed in with the scattered camp and whatnot, but that's just excuses now. But now I've got I believe my best foot forward, and I'm just really excited to get in there and punch on.
So
Mick, when you're working with fighters, do you have certain things that are like have worked for you that you want to teach them, or do you kind of evaluate their game and try to see where you can add to what they're already doing?
Probably more of the latter because everyone's different and everyone has to use their own kind of creativity in this game. You know what I mean? No one's the same. I'm different from Christos. Christos different from Tony. Tony's different from me. We're all different, but there are certain principles that I learned from especially from David Adib with the jiu-jitsu and the ground stuff where it's like guaranteed shit. Like if you do this and you do this first, it's gonna lead to this or this. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just gonna work. So there's a lot of stuff where it's stuff that I've been taught that I know works that I give, but also, I see all right, he's good with this. Christos is good here. Tony's good here. And then, there's more you can add to that, So it's a little bit of both. But G, just so you know, and for the people at home, they're going to be streaming this event. This is going to be the first one that they're streaming, so people will actually be able to watch. You guys are getting to know Antonio, and you'll get to see me and Christos lead. Having his back in combat. If you follow Solid as a Rock FC on social media, they'll let you know where where you can
And for the
watch.
viewers at home, they're telling us that this is the best card they ever put together. So this is one you guys are not gonna want to miss, especially having a
Spartans on it.
yeah. We got 2 Spartans coming out to Alaska.
Yeah, dog.
One going to war.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, mixed picks or
Yeah, we'll get into mixed picks in like a minute. Anything else, G, with that you want to get into, or you want to save for Monday?
No, we'll just save it for Monday. It's
All
cool.
right, cool. But yeah, bro, it's gonna be fucking exciting. I'm
Let's
excited.
go.
I mean, we just did the thing with Christos, where me and Tony had to feel those vibes, where it's like, you know what I mean, where you were handling it like a G all week, weight cut, everything perfect. You know what I mean? Just handled everything, every moment you were locked in, and then me and Tony were in the back, like, fuck, I'm getting nervous.
Yeah, I was worried about wearing grey today, bro.
Bro, Tony's. I gotta send the picture to
Yeah,
Christos
it's
to put
terrible.
or to Christian. He was sweating through his shirt because like we talked about on that episode that they made a clip on my Instagram where it's like a sudden nervousness because like yo, you're about to send someone into fucking combat. You're about to send someone into combat where their dreams are on the line, their fucking health is on the line. Let's call it like it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people don't come out the same.
Yeah.
But also as well, like I feel like for me, I was just so excited for him. I was so excited for Christos. I was so confident in him. I was like, my fucking god.
Yeah, what'd you think of your first? That was your first kind of UFC experience.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was huge. You know, it was fun. It was a great thing. Exactly how I thought it was gonna be. You know, people everywhere. You know, but I was so locked in with the fight, and then I didn't really even pay attention to much else, and I was so focused on my man, and I was like, I was so confident in the guy. All week, and that's I think why I was sweating so much. I was so excited for him.
Yeah.
You know, and I even
Well,
just
that's
think.
not true. You finally got to have a proper American dinner with 2 actual fat guys.
Yeah, hey, I won't lie.
Yeah, we got to see G do stand up out there.
Hey, that was a sick trip.
that was
Nah,
cool.
yeah. And Rocco, my man, took us to that sick restaurant. Then we got to watch G live, and he was great. And then we watched my boy Christos, and then I lost $300. That wasn't good, but that sucked.
I thought you won it back.
No, I lost. In the end, I went back and I was $20 up, and my girlfriend was telling me to walk, but I had to be a hero.
Vegas will
fucked
get
up.
you. They get you every time.
The house wins every time.
Yeah, so
What are you saying? Oh, you got the picks ready to go in a sec?
Yeah, we
I was trying to say it
one
whispery.
more thing before we get into mixed picks, and we got to get into them. 2 things. One from Monday's episode of who should Mickey date because of the whole Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift thing. We got to get Mickey. You know,
G
a
tried to say I
celebrity.
should. He asked me if I date Lizzo.
I don't know who Lizzo is.
You have a little sugar mama.
I said,
Well, so
yeah,
think
like
about
I'm.
that. But I was trying to finish the consensus seems to be from Canceled Weekly that they want some sort of an incestuous Canceled Weekly relationship here. So you just got to be careful here. You know, it seems to be.
Oh,
the
what people want
comment
me
going.
and me and Eva to hook up, or me and
Candace, yeah.
Candace?
Yeah, that seems to be.
Oh, see, they want me to hook up with Eva. They don't know the real
Ah,
Candace. Once they know the real
that's it.
Candace, they're gonna probably want it. They're gonna want her for themselves.
for sure.
You know?
For
Yeah.
sure. Got to get in the comments on that. And then also, I want to give a shout out to this lovely, beautiful Australian singer, Annalise, that I saw at Hellenic Republic.
Yeah.
Oh, you went?
Thursday night.
Yeah, we
they
were
both
there.
came,
Oh,
yeah.
that's dope. Heck yeah.
Yeah, thank
she
you for
killed
coming,
it.
boys.
Yeah, and
that
she
was,
just did her thing with the voice, right?
Yeah,
she
she just,
killed it. She crushed
done
her
it,
audition.
yeah.
Yeah,
She's-
we went for a run, and Vicky got to hear her singing, and because she sang a cappella, pretty much not a cappella. She had music in the background, but no microphone. Just she got to be as loud as she wanted, and I was so mad I missed it because
Yeah.
I waited all day to hear the audition. But then we go on a run, and I missed it, and I was mad. But Vicky said that she crushed it. She
Hell
killed
yeah.
it.
It's funny you say that because when we were at the restaurant, I was trying to tell Mickey and G, I was like, yeah, but she can't sing to her full potential. And Mickey's like, getting pissed. I was like, what? Why can't she go as loud as she? I was like, bro, she has a powerful voice.
The speaker can't keep up.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Really?
like
I bought
if
that
you were
speaker for like
sitting there,
$200, you know.
Yeah.
So
But not only
the
that-
speaker can't keep up with her voice.
but the people that are eating dinner, man, they're only like 5 meters from her, and she's got such a powerful voice, man. You'd be eating, and be like, what the fuck, bitch is screaming at me.
You got to talk, Nick. You got to remember to talk to Ben Bigalow about getting her in those Boca challenges and stuff like that he runs, man. You got to remember that.
What are you
And
talking
also,
about? I don't.
Ben helps do those.
The music scene.
Yeah.
Look, she's about to be
And then,
big time, bro. She's about to go win the Australian Voice. Like, you know what I mean? I think she's gonna be like, blowing all these
Yeah?
Boca things off. Yeah,
And
get
then-
these Boca things away
All right,
from
quick,
me.
Christos,
We're lucky
name
we
the
got to
last
see
5
her.
Australian voice winners.
I can't even tell you one American winner, dude.
Yeah, me neither.
Is it Ruben Studdard?
That was American Idol, dude.
Oh,
Get with
sorry.
it.
Yeah. I don't
One
watch
last
The
thing
Voice.
before mixed picks. Everybody loves mixed picks, so we got to get to them. But make sure before this episode ends, Christian, that we get Christos and his dog from Sports Center on this. The good people of Gas Digital need to see the greatest route run in the history of sports.
Yeah, how many views does that thing probably have? That thing's probably got hundreds of millions at this point.
I don't know. I think I saw Sports Center on Instagram. It had like over. Well, this is a while back. Had over like 6 million views. And
Yeah, but it was on like House of
ESPN
Highlights.
had millions
ESPN.
of views. My video has like 300,000 almost views. They're spread out with a bunch of videos. People keep posting them up. So yeah, it probably has at least 100 million views. For
That's
sure.
fucking cool.
You should send it to Daniel Jones in his wide receiver room and let him see how it gets done. That would be great.
Bro, you're lucky you
Hey,
missed
you
that
got to
Giant
see
game.
the next video. My dog can play some defense too. Dude.
Really?
That's coming soon.
Yeah, do you have an Instagram for the dog yet, or just follow your Instagram?
Nah, my TikTok. I post on my TikTok, I guess.
Alright.
Yeah, because I don't really use TikTok, so I just made it more of my dog's account now. So.
All right.
But I might
You
post that
pop
one
them on
my
your gram too.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop
That'd
this
be
next
good.
one on my gram first for sure, because TikTok's not getting any steam anymore. You know, it's hard to know which videos are gonna blow up. But this next one's funny. You know, he's playing quarterback. I'm playing receiver.
Yeah, and what are you wearing in that fucking
Oh, you
video?
don't want to know, bro. You gotta wait and see what I'm wearing.
boy.
You gotta wait and see.
It ain't much.
Yeah. Bare minimal. Let's just say that.
So Tony, how much do you know American football? I was impressed. You threw the ball like a fucking man.
Yeah, I got a decent. I can throw the ball good, like 10 yards. I can punt pretty good. Because I played football in Australia, so I got a decent punt on me. But in terms of like American football, I don't know everything about it. It's
Do you
a
know
bit
the
strange.
teams, like some of the team names?
Yeah, I
and
know
shit?
heaps of the teams because I love the logo, so I know all the.
All
That's
right, all right.
I
We
know
were thinking
pretty
about
much
doing
all
a
of them.
challenge where we put them up there and see if you'd say something crazy, like if you were like the.
I'll probably get them all.
right.
I'd challenge you boys. Even. I love my NFL teams, bro. They look sick. Besides the Washington Redskins, they changed on me.
Yeah.
Hey, attaboy.
Yeah, that was fucked up,
Attaboy,
man.
Tom.
That was
we're
fucked
impressed.
up, bro.
Hey, do you know what they're called now?
Starts with a C. Commodores.
Commanders.
Commanders. Fuck.
Yeah.
Come on.
You failed the first test.
Yeah, but that's a new one. That's a new one. I'm Dan Marino era.
All right, let's get the mixed picks going. You guys come in and make some picks for this week.
For
for
weekend's
Sunday.
card?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even when
down?
you were talking the picks, I was confused. You sound like they're a two-throw game. I'm thinking, what
It's week
the
6,
fuck?
right?
What'd you say?
When you were talking the mixed picks last
Oh,
time.
like a +2. So
No,
it's.
but
You
when
talking like
you-
the spread?
No, but then when you're even talking about the teams, you're like, yeah, they're definitely a 2-touchdown team. I'm thinking, what the fuck does that even mean?
So
just
that
about
means
the
like they
spread.
win by 2 scores.
Oh, okay.
So with betting, it's like it'll be like let's say the Giants +10 probably,
Mm-hmm.
which means that you basically
11.
add 10 points to the Giants' final score,
Mm-hmm.
and then if they're beating the other team, then the Giants covered, right? Does that make sense? So like, let's say.
So if you bet the
Yeah,
Giants,
you go ahead,
plus-
G.
If you bet the Giants +11, then the Dolphins can still win the game. But if they win by less than 11 points, you lose the bet.
Yeah. They get that.
Oh,
They get those
yeah.
extra points.
If I bet you to win by knockout in the second,
Yeah.
but you won by a decision, even though you still win, I lost the bet.
Yeah.
So
the
it's
point
to
spread.
even it out.
Yeah,
The worst teams get points added to them in the betting world.
It's like for the odds too.
All right,
No, you
all right.
don't
Yeah, the
have to
odds,
do
yeah.
that, Tony. You don't have to do that. You could bet something called money line, but it's just insane odds. So, like, if you think the Dolphins are going to beat the Giants, they have a 90% chance of winning. So you'd have to bet $2,000 to win 100.
Yeah,
Plus
okay,
2,000
okay.
right now.
I got you. And then if you put the points on top, does that give you better odds?
Yeah, better odds.
Yes, that
okay.
makes it even, right, G?
Yes.
Yeah, the
Supposed to even
spread
out
makes
the
it
game.
even. Yeah.
If the spread is supposed to essentially make it a 50-50 game.
Yeah.
So even though a team is worse than the other team, they it's like giving them
They add these points.
on a,
I feel
and then
ya.
the spread moves. Like if a lot of money is being spent on one team, like I think, for example, Kansas City is -4 right now as we're recording this.
Mhm.
By the time this airs on Saturday, I think Kansas City would be closer to -6.
So that
So
means
it
that.
makes sense to bet
So
early
that
in the
means
week.
they'd have to win by 6 or more for you to make your bet.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Christian, you want to pull those up somewhere probably in the middle of us, if possible, and we'll rapid fire some football picks. Should we hit the UFC card this weekend, or
At least the main
Yeah,
event.
for sure.
yeah, we'll hit the UFC as well.
The main card or the whole card?
Well, I say
main
we
card.
just look and whatever we like, we pick.
I have week 5 and 6 here.
Read, Christian, you go ahead and lead this for us.
We got the Bears versus the Commanders.
The Bears.
The
The
Bears.
Bears.
The Bears.
I say.
And what's the spread, buddy?
The spread is -115 for the Bears and Commanders.
No. That's the money line.
Is that 1.5?
1.5, my
+3 or
bad.
-3. Huh?
We got 1.5 here.
1.5?
Yeah, we got.
Which book are you going off of? Because mine's 3.
I think
G, why don't you
DraftKings-
read it?
Updated?
Why don't you read it, G? And why don't we take this off the screen? Can you read it to us?
No, I don't. I have my notes from earlier. I don't know what book you're going off of. Pull that back up, Chris.
I think it's DraftKings.
DraftKings, and this is updated.
Yeah, I mean this is the most recent one I could find.
Okay. All right. So
Well, because maybe
so
maybe I
Bears-
think the game might be going on right now, right? It looks like it's
Yeah.
7-0, so maybe the spread changed.
Wait, it just
yeah,
changed.
all right.
That's
The
right.
game's going on.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. So that we don't need to do that one because
Yeah, skip
All
it.
right. We'll
since
go to-
everybody's watching it on Saturday, they already know who won.
Yeah.
So we got Jacksonville and Buffalo in London. Don't forget, neutral game in London, which is basically Jacksonville's second home. You got the Bills coming off of a massive win against Miami. You got Jacksonville can't seem to put it together, even though they're an enticing team.
They won last week out there.
The spread's 4.5, right, Christian?
The spread is 5.5. It says for this.
5.5. All right. What are you thinking, Mick?
I got the Bills. I feel like I should say that Jacksonville has been in London for the past 2 weeks, so they're more acclimated to the time change and that type of stuff. Could play in their favor, and they just won there last week. But I got the Bills. I think the Bills are a top 3 football team in the NFL right now. I think Jacksonville in the top 10, but I think the Bills are a better squad. So I'm going with the Bills here.
All right.
Christos?
It makes sense to go for the Bills, so I'd go for the Bills too. I wanted to say Jacksonville, but I think the Bills are a stronger choice.
Tone?
No, you mean I'm gonna just be a prick and just go the Jaguars. They're Florida, right?
Yeah,
They're Florida.
Yeah, Jacksonville.
Yeah, baby.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
And they beat and the Bills beat my boys last week.
Yeah, Dolphins fan.
Fucking Dolphins.
Dan Marino guy, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. I'm mad at that. G?
I'm going Jags. Upset of the week. Jags to win outright. And I think if they don't win outright, they'll cover. And the better bet on this one, even if you don't want to go crazy with me, is to take the over.
The
What's
over,
the over
right?
now? Was it 48?
I think the Bills put up 48 last week.
48.5.
Yeah, I think the over is good too.
I'm going to take the over in the game.
So that's both teams scored combined.
Yeah.
So like if it's
Over
a 30 to
48
30 game, that's 60. So they would have hit the over.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one.
We got the Giants versus the Dolphins, and that is a 12.5.
12 and a
Man,
half.
look, I'm gonna start it off. The Giants? G, you're lucky you missed the fucking Giant game on Monday night. They looked like garbage. They're not good right now.
Saquon's back.
Yeah, it's true. That's true, man. The O line though, they look like garbage. And 12 points. Miami just got beat up after riding high. Man, it's hard for me to pick the Giants, man. I got to go with Miami here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Giants. I don't think they're gonna cover the spread. I think that's too much of a spread.
Yeah.
I think the Giants will keep it under the spread.
Oh, my boys.
You with your
Back
Dolphins?
I like you said the other week. I'm betting with my heart. Let's go Dolphins.
There you go.
But if you lose, I hate you.
G.
Let's keep it all the way real. The Giants have 2 rookie cornerbacks. They cannot cover the 2 best wide receiver tandem in the NFL. Tua is going to have all day to throw because the Giants can't rush the passer. And Daniel Jones is going to be throwing to arguably the best secondary in the NFL. This game's going to be out of hand quick. You're absolutely run, sprint to that 12.5. Lay the points and take the money.
All right, next game.
All right, we got the Panthers versus the Lions, and that's a 10.
All right, so the Lions are -10. Man, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lions still.
Yes.
I know it's a big spread again. Lions are a strong team. I think they're a top 5 team in the league. Lions.
I'm going Lions too for sure. Jared Goff's so impressive.
Bryce Young's really struggling. That team's not really buying in. You understand the Lions are taking on the tough guy mentality of their head coach. It's tough because the Lions have been losers for so long. But I think if it was just the stats, the Lions would be probably 14-point on this game. I'm going to take the Lions and the points as well.
All right, next one.
All right, we got the Ravens versus the Steelers, and the Ravens are a -4.5.
That's to me, this is the easiest pick of the week. The Ravens are a touchdown better. You got two good defenses. One team has a professional offense. The other one doesn't. I think that you're going to see. Now, these are tough teams, and they play each other tough. But I think Lamar Jackson is more than 4.5 points better than Kenny Pickett.
Yeah. I'm going Ravens there, 100%. Too.
Ravens, 100%.
Ravens all around. Tone?
I'll take it.
Take it.
What's the over/under on that one?
-108 for the Ravens.
No. The score, like the over.
I think it's 39. It's 39 and a half.
38.
38.
Yeah, 38. Yeah.
I'm gonna go the under on that too. I'd be shocked if Pittsburgh scores in the double digits.
All right. We got the Texans versus the Falcons. Texans are +1.5.
With respect to our good friend Tommy G, who is a Desmond Ridder stan and loves him some Atlanta Falcons, I am falling in love with DeMeco Ryans Texans. If I said Texans twice, I'm sorry. I meant Falcons, but the Texans, CJ Stroud is playing great.
Playing great.
Fast. They hit hard. And they're an underdog in this one. So I get the Texans, who I think are going to win outright, and I get 2 points. Easy, Texans.
Yeah, I'm going with the Texans here as well. We didn't expect much from them, and they've shown to be a strong, formidable football team. So I got the Texans as well.
Yeah, I'm going with Texans as well. That's a easy one.
All right, now we got the Titans versus the Colts. Oh, I just cut you off. My bad.
I'll just agree, bro. I got no idea from this point in. Dolphins all I had.
All right, that's fair.
All right, we got the Titans versus the Colts. The Titans are a -2.5.
Oof. G?
Taylor came back to practice. I don't know. The Colts are better than I thought. The Titans are exactly what I thought. Division game. To me, it's a toss-up. It's a pick-em. I'm probably, if I was betting this game, which I am, I'm going to fade it. I'm not going to bet it. But I'd probably have to go the Titans just because they're more established, and it's a pick-em game.
So I feel like the Titans have been pretty inconsistent, a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde. Sometimes they show up, like they beat up on the Browns pretty bad. The Browns are looking strong. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna get. If it's a good Titans, I expect them to win. But if it's not, it could be the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colts. They impressed me with the Rams this past weekend. So, and then
Excuse me.
Taylor's coming back this week.
Is that official?
Cup's coming back?
The Cup for the Rams is, yes. But I'm saying Taylor for the running back for the Colts.
They haven't made a decision yet, but he's back in practice.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna go with the Colts. I like the quarterback. I just picked him up on my fantasy league.
Gardner Minshew?
Yeah.
Yeah, we like Minshew too. Now that he's not an Eagle. All right, next one.
All right, Saints versus the Patriots. Saints are -1.
I go Pats.
I don't know. They got trouble up in New England. That Mac Jones, Bill Belichick marriage is headed for a divorce.
Yeah.
Derek Carr is beat up. I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Who started for the Saints last week?
Huh?
Who started for the Saints last week? Who's their quarterback?
Carr.
He did play.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going New England. I still believe.
I'd go Saints.
All right.
Tiebreaker tone.
Well, if I was going to say one here, I think if the Saints don't win, I think the Patriots should win.
Sounds about
Well,
right.
you all sound so intelligent. I wanted to throw something out there.
Next, we got the Eagles versus the Rams.
Your boys.
The Eagles are a -4.
Wait, what? The Eagles are a -4?
That means that people are picking the Rams because they opened 4.5.
Yeah, I'm going Rams.
East Coast, you got. It's easier for an East Coast team to go west than it is for a West Coast team to go east. I think I gotta believe the Eagles are 4 points better than the Rams. I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
Ooh. Dude, Cooper Kupp's coming back this week.
Yeah, as much as I love me a white receiver to root for.
And they got two now. Well, in the kind of
are you considering the Hawaiian dude with the
he got white skin. No, but hey, that kid's freaking. He's fantastic. I picked him up in my fantasy league too. That kid's
good
crushing
for you.
it. Yeah.
I got the Eagles.
Nah, Rams all day, dude.
I hope you're right.
I think they're gonna win without
hate
the
the
spread,
Eagles.
dude.
Who wins in the Outback? An actual ram or an eagle, Tone?
I've seen eagles actually kill not maybe a full-grown ram, but I've seen them kill a lamb. Like they pick it up and drop it off a hill. They do.
Yeah, I see that too.
They
yeah.
are. They're savages. Don't fuck with them.
There it is. Eagles -4. Lock it in.
All right.
Lock of the week.
All right, the Bengals versus the Cardinals.
Oof.
The Bengals are a -3.
I'm gonna call this one the Mickey Gall Bowl because he loves picking the Bengals every week. He believes he's the king of the optimism. You gotta believe this is the week they get right.
I don't like you putting my name on this fucking game here. This is a shit game.
I think Jordan Burroughs is
this is the
done,
week the
dude.
Bengals
Jordan
get
Burroughs, the
healthy, right?
wrestler.
Oh my bad.
That's what I was
Joe
thinking.
Burrow.
Joe Burrow, sorry.
Yeah.
I think he's done, bro. I've dropped him on my fantasy league.
What?
He can't do nothing. He got under 10 points like almost every game. Like
He's talking just fantasy, but no, he's been ass. I think him not being a part of the
And didn't Higgins just get hurt?
preseason, and
T. Higgins is hurt.
yeah. Well, hopefully my man Jamar Chase will get some catches if we talking fantasy.
Who we picking?
What's
Who's
the
picking?
spread? The spread's only 4?
3.
3? Come on. I mean, listen.
I'm going back to the Bengals. Give me the
Bengals
Bengals.
don't win this game. They're about to have full blown panic mode. So this is basically a must win for the Bengals.
Agreed.
I'm going Cardinals.
All right.
That
Good.
could be an upset pick. That could definitely be an upset pick.
Yeah, Cardinals been played tough, man. Beat Dallas. Should have beat the Giants, who stink. But whatever. What you got next, Christian?
All right, we got the Chiefs versus the Vikings. Chiefs are -3.5.
Are they current champions?
Yeah.
Chiefs?
Yeah, reigning
And
champs.
that means, by the way, that so much money has been put on the 1-3 Vikings
Yep. I'm gonna go Vikings.
that it went from 4.5 to 3.
How's the Chiefs defense?
Well, now that Chris Jones is back, they get a good pass rush, but they give up a lot. They give up a ton of yardage. Not a great secondary. It's Steve Spagnuolo. It's bend but don't break. Try to cause turnovers. I think people are kind of betting with their heart because they hate Taylor Swift so much.
Yeah.
There's just no world in which Patrick Mahomes is only 3.5 points better than Kirk Cousins. Even on the road, even in turf, Kansas City is going to play just as well, if not better, on turf than Minnesota will. I got to take. I was going to take Kansas City at 4.5. I'm definitely taking them at 3.5.
Yeah, I got KC as well.
Well, I'm going Vikings.
Look at you, you little contrarian up in here. Tone, what you got?
I think Justin Jefferson.
I had a good friend of mine from Missouri, and he was a big Chiefs fan, so I'm going to back my boy Gerard in and go for the Chiefs.
Lock of the week.
Yeah.
I like your reasons.
All right, we got the Jets versus the Broncos. The Jets are +2.5.
Is your team Mickey?
Nah, I'm a Giants fan.
A Giant. Oh.
Yeah. You're
Damn, you didn't really talk them up for being a fan.
Nah, bro, I'm a realist though, man.
Yep,
I am
yep.
a fan, but I'm not gonna.
Oh,
fake,
that means
know?
your boys versus my boys. Huh?
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. I think your boys are gonna put a whooping on my boys. But
Did Zach Wilson's performance against Kansas City make you a believer? Did it give you a glimmer of hope that he might actually end up living up to being the number 2 overall pick in the draft? What
No.
did you think of that?
no, nah.
Still figured a way to shit the bed in the end, didn't he?
Yeah, bring in Kaepernick.
Yeah, that's what I want, dude. Even though I'm not a big fan of Kaepernick, I kind of want to see how he's gonna perform.
I think it'd be more fun.
Sean Payton has to win this game because he talked so much shit about Nathaniel Hackett.
True.
So.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Bad blood in this game. It's
bad
Denver
blood.
is at home. I like Denver with the points.
All right.
We got the Cowboys. Did I miss somebody or no?
No, go.
Okay.
Keep going.
Got the Cowboys versus the 49ers. Cowboys
That's a game of the week.
plus 3.5 for the Cowboys.
All right.
On the road.
Where is it? It's in
San Francisco.
It's in San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey coming off of a 4-touchdown week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got San Fran. I got San Fran.
I got San Fran. San Fran for sure.
I think San Fran also with the only
That's a
caveat
top 3
being
team.
Micah Parsons could ruin this game. Could absolutely smash this game.
What time is this game on? What time is this
Sunday
game?
night game, right?
Oh, that's a great game.
Sunday night, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go San Francisco, but I think it's going to be a very tight game. If this line moves to 4, I'm going to take Dallas because I think this is a 3-point game.
Okay.
All right.
That makes sense.
Can I have a pick here? I'm going to go with America's team, Dallas Cowboys. Isn't that what they call themselves?
Yes, they do.
Hey,
There you go. There you
Look at
go.
this guy. Fucking killing it. All right.
When Tony goes 6-0 this week.
Yeah, probably.
I know, right? Watch. That'd be fucking hilarious. Everyone's just going to rename this Tony's Picks. All right, let's rapid fire the UFC. We're just going to look through.
But you didn't do the last one.
We got one more.
Green Bay
We got the
and the
Packers
Raiders.
versus the Raiders. The Packers are a +1.
I got these Nevin sunglasses on. You know what I mean? Very fashionable, very good looking, but hard to look at the TV screen sometimes. All right.
Yeah, I just want to because my book has Green Bay favored now -1. The game opened up with Las Vegas favored +2. So many people have bet on the Packers that now they're the favorite at -1. I'm still taking the Packers -1. It's basically a pick 'em on the road. That team in Las Vegas is in shambles right now.
Oh yeah, they're
Jimmy
in trouble.
Garoppolo is not out of the concussion protocol. Their best defensive player just had a meltdown on Instagram Live and was released. Their
John
best
Jones' brother,
offensive player-
Chandler Jones.
Oh no
What did he
way.
do?
Yeah, he's done with the team.
Dang.
Yeah, he was crying on
meltdown
Instagram
and
Live.
got
It was
arrested.
crazy.
What's he crying
Got
about?
arrested.
I get paid
kinda-
millions of dollars.
Yeah, I don't
They're
know.
all
I think he's not right mentally
No,
right now.
Who
he had
is?
like definitely a mental health episode for sure. And then their best offensive player has openly demanded a trade already in Devontae Adams. So Josh McDaniels has a history of completely alienating his locker rooms. He just did it a lot quicker than he's ever done before here in Las Vegas. I think Green Bay wins this game going away.
Yeah, I agree. I got the pack. Green
I
Bay.
got the Packers too.
All right, cool. Want to do UFC?
Yeah.
Cool.
My 5 picks of the week. First of all, RIP to my uncle's favorite player of all time, my Uncle Kevin.
My favorite name of any player in history too.
My Uncle Kevin and my father taught me everything I know about football, turned me into an all-state football player. My Uncle Kevin went to training camp with the Detroit Lions, and his favorite player of all time was Dick Butkus, who just died. So R.I.P. Dick Butkus.
R.I.P. Dick Butkus.
R.I.P.
One of the toughest sons of bitches
Fucking
of
A.
all time. They asked John Wayne what it was like to be the toughest man in America. He said, I don't know, ask Dick Butkus.
Yeah.
So R.I.P. Dick Butkus, one of the greatest of all time. The guy
He
who
played
invented-
angry.
The
Played
guy who
angry.
invented the middle linebacker position.
Yeah.
With that in
R.I.P.
mind, my 5 picks are Dolphins -11 against the Giants, Ravens -4.5 against the Steelers, Kansas City -3.5 against the Vikings, Green Bay -1 against Las Vegas, and your upset of the week, Texans +2 against the Falcons. That's 6 picks, and this is the week we take the lead.
We'll
Thank
see
you.
about that.
Gentlemen, you filled in for me admirably.
Thank you,
Admirable
thank you,
job,
thank you, thank you.
Spartans.
All right,
can
we
only
bid you
try.
adieu.
You guys, Mick, take them home, huh?
all right,
Kristen,
Bubba.
everybody, take care.
Peace.
boys.
They're beautiful.
All right, Gerard. See you later, Malaka.
Let's pull up that UFC card, make these picks, get out of here, and get ready to go back to practice tomorrow, boys. Back to work.
All right. Not sure if you could see this, but I'll read them off.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Montana.
Start from the bottom of the card.
Got you. Montana De La Rosa versus J.J. Aldrich.
Got anything on this?
I'll probably go De La Rosa.
I got nothing.
All right, we got Nate Maness versus Mateus Mendoza.
Nothing.
That's not
Mendoza's from The Simpsons. Mendoza.
I'm gonna go Mendoza. I saw him fight on the Contender.
okay. I got nothing.
Vanessa Demopoulos versus
That's my homegirl. Who's she fighting?
Greek.
Kanako Murata.
I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna go with Vanessa Demopoulos.
All right, now we got Aori Quiling versus Johnny Munoz.
I'm gonna go with Johnny Munoz.
Got nothing.
Sounds like a good name.
All right, this one's gonna be tough. We got Carolina Kovalevich. Thank you. Versus Diana Belbita.
I don't know about Diana Belabita. Is that the girl you said is hot?
Yeah.
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 Okay. I thought Carolina Kovalevich is tough. What do you guys say?
I don't know these girls.
Whoever's better looking, I hope she wins.
Diana.
So people used to think Carolina was hot.
She's pretty. Other girl's actually hot, in my opinion.
All right. I ain't touching it then.
All right.
Keep going.
We got Alexander Hernandez versus Bill Lego.
Bill Algeo. This is a good fight
sorry.
right here.
Yeah,
This is a good fight.
yeah.
Algeo is a scrappy. Like he's technical, but he's like unorthodox. Has weird kicks. Good ground game. He doesn't have like a strong looking body, but he's like, you know what I mean? He does well. He wins fights. Tough kid. East Coast kid.
Alex, he hit hard. Though,
Alexander Hernandez is strong. He's gonna look like the stronger guy, and he's probably gonna be the stronger guy. Man, who do you got?
I think I'm gonna go Alex Hernandez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Alex Hernandez, but I know that Aljo.
He fought Cowboy. He fought Jim Miller. He fought a few guys.
Oh, is he the white dude?
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
thick dude.
yeah, yeah,
from
I
Texas.
like that other kid that you said. What was his
Algeo?
name? Yeah, I like him. He's quite well rounded. He's tough, and he can scrap. He definitely throws down.
Yeah, I think with Hernandez's strength, he could kind of control where the fight goes. But I'm gonna go with Algeo. A little bit of picking with my heart, but yeah, that's what I'm going with.
All right, next we got Felipe Lins versus Ian Cutelaba.
I don't know much about Lins. I know Cutie Laba's he's a fun fight to watch. You know what I mean? He's a guy who dressed up as Hulk and shit, and he always is funny at the weigh-ins, and he fights violent.
Yeah, I like him.
I like him. I'm going Cutie Laba.
Yeah, he guy's strong, big power guy.
Yeah.
Didn't he knock out Khalil Roundtree?
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
Elbows.
Khalil Roundtree, he's must-watch TV, man. He's a fun guy to watch. Who you got next?
We got Drew Dober and Christos' former opponent Rick Glenn.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Drew Dober.
Yeah, Drew.
I'm going with Drew Dober. I think Christos, his head might still be a little rocked from when Christos hit him. I think he might be a little susceptible. I'm going with Drew Dober, going to bounce back. He lost to Matt Frivola, the steamroller. I think Drew Dober is going to bounce back here.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, we got Alex Morono, another great fight, versus Joaquin Buckley.
Ooh, that's a good
tough
little
one.
fight right there.
That's a good fight, but I think I'm going to go Joaquin Buckley, man. That guy's impressive. Strong.
I'm going Morono. I think he's more well-rounded.
Yeah.
But, Buckley's definitely, he's no walk in the park.
I can't really put a face to the name. I know the names, but I can't
But
think
Buckley's
of
the
their
one that
name.
knocked out Impo with that spinning kick.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, then he's good,
Morono
man. I like
decision
him.
me.
I like that Joaquin Buckley. I think he's good, man. I think he's a wildfire.
He put you out wherever though.
He's a risk taker. I like him.
Yeah.
That's a fun fight right there.
All right, next we got Joe Pfeiffer versus Abdul Razak Al Hassan.
That's a fight too.
banger.
That's a co-main event.
That is the co-main, yes, sir.
I'm going my boy Pfeiffer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pfeiffer too.
I like.
That guy's freaking.
Yeah, he's a Philly kid. One of the boys. I'm going with him, even though his opponent is like a brick shit house. Judo black belt, tough guy, powerful. I think he found his proper weight class. I think that's gonna be a freaking scrap. But I'm going with Pfeiffer.
Okay, and for the main event, We got Grant Dawson versus Bobby Green.
I think I know where you're gonna go with this one. I think I'm gonna go the other way.
I'm going Bobby Green.
Yeah, I'm a big Bobby Green fan. That's another one.
I don't
like
think
I said,
Grant Dawson will be able to take him down.
I said about Khalil Roundtree, like must-watch TV. I think Bobby Green's must-watch TV. I'm going Grant Dawson though. I think
Grant
the kid's on the
Dawson?
come up. Yeah.
You think he'll be able to take him down?
I don't know.
Bobby has
Maybe.
some really good takedown
Really good
defense,
takedown
man.
defense?
Really good. Really good.
All right.
And he's athletic. He
Very athletic.
He wrestled 1 year and took state. And
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He's just an athlete. He's a mega athlete. I thought he was gonna do good with Islam, but obviously Islam's like next level takedown stuff.
Sure.
But I mean, listen, if Grant does take him down, I think he will. Can take his back. I mean, he's just so explosive. I don't see it happen. I'm going Bobby Green for sure. Yeah.
All right. You got an opinion on this?
I'd
Tom?
have to go Bobby Green. I think I just have to go with him. I don't know why.
Bobby Green's fun, man. He's
Yeah.
fun. That's a fun guy right there.
Hey, you know, Ricky Glenn had a draw with Grant Dawson.
But is it 5 rounds? Is this a
Yeah. 5-round
main event?
No. Oh yeah.
It is?
Is it?
I think main events are 5 rounds.
Yeah, it's 5
Yeah,
rounds.
I'm going to go Grant Dawson then. I reckon he'll grind him out. And I reckon
Wear him
he'll
down?
find his back and he'll do the job.
All right. Hell yeah. Well, that's mixed
Sticking with
picks.
Bobby.
Anything else, boys, before we get out of here? Anything more with the fights? We're just going to shut it down. Should we play a little fucking Caruso?
Nah, man, it was good. It was a lot of fun. We got to hear a little sugar mama story, so that was
that's
Yeah.
fun, you know.
Yeah, Sugar Baby Ben
Respect
over
to
here.
Ben on
Fun,
that,
right?
man. Honestly, what a
Ben
guy.
Bigalow,
you know
Mel
what I mean?
Gigolo.
Who would have ever thought I'd sit around 2 UFC fighters and be envious of that kid there?
That's awesome. All right. Well, I'm excited to go to fucking Alaska with you boys. We're going to have a good time.
Yes.
Heading to Colombia next week. Going to commentate Empire MMA out in
that's
Medellin, Colombia.
Yeah, nice.
So I'll be missing you guys for a few days, but I'll be right back. We'll get right back to work. But all right, boys. Well, thanks for joining us. We got another Spartan episode, as the fans love it. Christian, thank you. This is Slick and Thick. Follow us on all our shit. Love you guys. Big kiss. Mwah, 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 mwah.